If you're hearing this, you don't exist. Not on any database. Not in any country. Not even in your own past. 3 years ago, you died. Car accident. Closed case. Buried. But your eyes just opened. You don't remember your name. You don't remember your life. Only one thing repeats in your head. 731 black. You try to stand. Your body feels trained, conditioned, like it remembers things your mind doesn't. Gunshots echo somewhere far away. Your heart doesn't panic. It prepares. A helicopter passes above you, close enough to see you, but it doesn't stop. It doesn't even slow down. Because to them, you're already dead. A voice suddenly cuts through the silence in your ear. No rescue is coming. Pause. You are never here. You wake up on a metal chair. Cold, hard, bolted to the ground. The room is silent, too silent. No windows, no sound. Just a faint buzzing from a light above you. Your hands are free, but you don't move. Something feels off. Not fear, control. Like your body is waiting for instructions. A door opens. Slow, controlled. A man walks in wearing a perfectly pressed suit. No emotion on his face. No rush in his steps. He sits across from you and places a file on the table. It makes a hollow sound. Too light. You stare at it. He pushes it toward you. Open it. You hesitate, then follow the command. Inside, nothing. Blank pages. Not a single word. Not a name. Not a photo. You look up at him, confused. He watches you carefully. That, he says calmly, is your entire existence. Silence fills the room. Your chest tightens slightly. That's not possible, you say. Your voice sounds unfamiliar. He leans forward. It is when you don't exist. A pause. You died 3 years ago, he continues. Official report. Verified. Buried. Your mind tries to process it, but there's nothing to connect to. No memories. No images. Just emptiness. Then what am I, you ask? For the first time, he shows a slight smile. Useful. He slides another paper toward you. This one isn't. Empty. It has one line written on it. Unit 731 black, you were selected, he says. Rebuilt. Retrained. Your heartbeat slowly increases. From today onward, you have no past, no identity, no record. He stands up, walks toward the door, then stops. Without turning back, he says, if you disappear, no one will look for you. A long pause. And if you die, he slightly turns his head, it will be like you were never here at all. The door shuts. You sit there, staring at the empty file again. And for the first time you realize, you don't just feel lost. You feel erased. The lights turn on before you open your eyes. White, blinding, sharp enough to hurt. Stand up. The voice isn't loud, but your body reacts instantly. You're already on your feet before you even think about it. A new room, bigger, colder, no furniture, no exits visible, just walls and cameras. Always cameras. Phase 1 begins now. Before you can process it, a loud bang echoes. A bullet hits the wall right beside your head. You don't flinch. You move instinctively. You drop low, roll, grab something that isn't there, but your hands move like they've done this 1,000 times. Another shot. Closer. You calculate angles without seeing the shooter. You move again. Faster. Cleaner. Good, the voice says. More shots fire. Different directions. Different timing. Random, but not really. It's a pattern, and somehow you can see it. Minutes pass, or maybe hours. Time doesn't feel normal here. Your breathing stays controlled. Your heart never loses rhythm. Finally, silence. The shooting stops. Phase 1 complete. You straighten up slowly. Not tired, not shaken, just aware. Phase 2. The room changes. Walls slide. A mirror appears in front of you. You look at yourself. Bruises, dirt, blood on your sleeve. But your eyes, cold, focused, unfamiliar. Remove identity markers. You hesitate. What? You ask. No response. Then the floor lights up. Instructions appear. Fingerprints. Voice. Face. Trace. Your chest tightens. Do it, the voice repeats. Your hand slowly rises, staring at your own fingers. Something inside you resists. A small, human part, but it's weak. You follow orders, step by step. You don't feel pain the way you should. You don't react the way you should. You just execute. Minutes later, you stand in front of the mirror again. Same face. But now, it feels like it belongs to no one. Phase 2 complete. A pause. Then the voice lowers slightly. Almost like it's speaking directly to you now. A normal soldier fights for a country. Silence. You fight for nothing. You stare at your reflection, trying to feel something. Anything. But there's only one thought left in your head. You're not being trained to survive. You're being trained to disappear. Night. Cold air hits your face as the helicopter door slides open. City lights stretch endlessly below you. Alive. Normal. Everything you're not. No communications after drop. The voice in your earpiece is calm. Final. Mission is simple. In and out. A small pause. Leave no trace. You don't respond. You just jump. Wind roars past your ears. Your body aligns midair, automatically, controlled, precise. You land on a rooftop without a sound. Knees bend. Impact absorbed. You're already moving. No hesitation. No wasted motion. The city around you feels loud, chaotic, human. Cars passing. People talking. Distant music. For a second, it feels unfamiliar. Like watching a life you don't belong to. Target location. 200 meters. You move through shadows. Blending in. No one notices you. No one even looks at you. Because to them you don't exist. You reach the building. Small. 2 floors. Lights on inside. Not guarded. Not secured like a military target. Something feels off. You approach the window slowly. Peek inside and freeze. It's not what you expected. A normal house. A family. A man sitting on the couch. A woman in the kitchen. A child laughing on the floor. Your grip tightens. This doesn't match the training. This doesn't match the pattern. Your breathing shifts slightly. Then the voice returns. Confirm visual. You don't answer. Your eyes stay locked on the scene inside. Confirm visual. The voice repeats. You finally speak. Target is inside. A short pause. Then execute. Your chest tightens. Something inside you resists. A flicker. A feeling you can't fully understand. They're not threats, you say quietly. Silence. Then the voice comes back, colder this time. You are not here to question. Your hand slowly moves toward your weapon, but it stops halfway. You look at the child again, laughing, unaware. A long pause. Then if you don't do it, the voice lowers. We will. Your heartbeat rises. Faster. Louder. Not fear. Pressure. You realize this was never a choice. You inhale slowly. Step toward the door. Everything feels heavier now. Different. You open it. The sound is small, but loud enough. The man inside looks up. Eyes meet yours. Confusion. No time to explain. No time to think. Just action. Just orders. Just a gunshot echoes. Silence follows instantly. Heavy. Unnatural. The laughter is gone. You stand there, frozen for a second. Then your training takes over again. Clean. Efficient. Invisible. You turn and walk out. Same as you came. No trace. No noise. No existence. But as you step back into the darkness, one thought stays with you. You completed the mission. But something inside you didn't come back with you. The helicopter lands without a sound. No lights. No markings. Just darkness swallowing everything around it. You step out. No one greets you. No one acknowledges you. It's like you walked into a place where even shadows don't exist. The doors close behind you automatically. You walk the same cold hallway again. Same walls. Same silence. Nothing has changed. Except you. You enter the room. The metal chair is still there, waiting. You sit. Seconds pass. Then the door opens. The same man walks in. Same suit. Same expression. Same controlled presence. He sits across from you. Places a file on the table. Again. You don't touch it this time. You already know what's inside. Nothing. Report, he says. Your voice comes out steady. Target neutralized. No emotion. No detail. Just the result. He nods slightly. Good. That's it. No questions. No confirmation. No reaction. Just good. Your jaw tightens slightly. Who were they? You ask. He doesn't answer immediately. Just watches you. Studying you. Assets, he says finally. That's not what I saw. A pause. Something shifts in the air. Very subtle, but real. You are not trained to see, he replies calmly. You are trained to execute. Silence. You lean forward slightly. They weren't threats. He tilts his head. Threat is a matter of perspective. Your fists tighten. For the first time, you feel something pushing back inside you. Not confusion. Not emptiness. Something sharper. Then what am I? You ask. His answer comes instantly. A solution. The word lands heavy. Cold. Final. He slides the empty file closer to you again. As long as this stays empty, he taps the cover once. You are valuable. A pause. Then if it ever fills, he leans in slightly. You become a problem. Silence stretches between you. Longer this time. More dangerous. You stare at the file. Blank. Like you. But now it feels different. Not empty. Hidden. Controlled. You slowly close it. Push it back toward him. Your voice is quieter now, but heavier. Then maybe, I need to know what's inside. For the first time he smiles. Not friendly. Not warm. Calculated. That curiosity. a small pause, is exactly what gets people erased. He stands up, straightens his sleeves, and walks toward the door. Before leaving, he stops. Without turning, he says, "Prepare for your next mission." The door shuts. You sit there, still, silent. But your mind, it's not empty anymore. There's a question now, growing, dangerous, because for the first time, you're not just following orders, you're starting to doubt them. The lights cut out, complete darkness. For half a second, nothing moves. Then emergency lights flash red. Alarms explode through the facility, loud, sharp, relentless. You don't freeze. You move, fast. You exit the server room just as metal shutters begin slamming down across the hallway. Lockdown. You run, every step precise, every turn calculated. But this place, it's no longer familiar. It's hunting you now. Containment protocol active. The voice echoes through the walls. Not in your earpiece. Everywhere. You are ordered to stand down. You ignore it. Turn left. Dead end. No hidden panel. You slam your hand against it. Opens. You slip through just before the shutter crashes down behind you. Your breathing stays steady, but your mind is sharp, focused, alive in a way it's never been before. Footsteps ahead. Multiple. You stop. Listen. They're moving like you. Same rhythm. Same control. Same silence. You step back into the shadows. 3 figures appear at the end of the corridor. Black gear. No insignia. No identity. Just like you. One of them tilts his head slightly. Sensing. Not seeing. You shift your weight too late. Gunfire erupts. You dive sideways. Roll. Return fire instantly. Clean. Precise. One drops. The other 2 move without hesitation. They adapt. Faster than normal soldiers. Because they're not normal. They're trained the same way. Built the same way. You change angles. Use the environment. Break line of sight. Separate them. One moves closer, you grab him. Disarm. Neutralize. The last one stops. Doesn't fire. Just watches you. Through the mask, you can feel his eyes. He speaks. Low. Controlled. Familiar. You should have stayed dead. The words hit differently. Not like a threat. Like a fact. He moves suddenly. Faster than the others. You barely react in time. The fight is close. Brutal. Efficient. No wasted motion. You counter. Break distance. Fire, he's gone. Vanishes into the shadows. Silence again. Heavy. Unstable. You don't chase. You can't. More footsteps are coming. More like him. More like you. You move in the opposite direction. Find an exit route. Override a door. Force it open. Cold night air hits your face again. You step outside alone. No backup. No orders. No system. Behind you, the facility locks down completely. Sealed. Erased. Like it was never there. You stand still for a second. Looking at nothing. Feeling everything. Because now you're not a weapon anymore. You're a target. And the people hunting you know exactly how you think. Because they think the same way. You take a slow breath. Then move into the darkness. No plan. No identity. Just one truth left: you're being hunted. By something you used to be. The city feels different now. Every shadow looks deeper. Every face feels like a threat. You move through crowded streets, but stay invisible. Not because they can't see you, because they don't notice you. You sit at a small roadside cafe, back facing the wall, eyes scanning everything. Entrances, exits, movement patterns, normal people, living normal lives. Something about it feels distant, like watching a memory you can't fully reach. A man sits across from you. You didn't see him arrive. That's the first sign. He's good. Older, calm, no panic in his eyes. He doesn't look at you directly, just speaks. You accessed your file. You don't react, didn't confirm, didn't deny. He continues. That means they're already tracking you. A pause. You finally speak. Who are you? He takes a sip of tea. Slow, measured. Someone who didn't die when they were supposed to. Silence. That tells you enough. He's like you. Or what you're becoming. They'll send more, he says. Not soldiers. A slight glance toward you. Ghosts. Your jaw tightens slightly. I already met some. He nods once. Then you understand. A pause. Then you lean forward slightly. Tell me what this is. For the first time, he looks directly at you. Sharp eyes. Heavy with things he's seen. This program, he says quietly, was never about war. Silence stretches. It's about control. You don't interrupt. Governments don't fight wars anymore. He continues. They correct outcomes. Your eyes narrow. What does that mean? It means people disappear before they become problems. A child runs past your table, laughing, normal. The sound cuts through everything. They erase influence, he says. Ideas, truth. A pause. And the ones who do it, he looks at you again. don't exist. Your chest tightens. Something shifts inside you. Pieces trying to connect. Why erase the soldiers, you ask? His answer is instant. Because identity creates hesitation. Silence. No name, no past, no attachment. He leans in slightly. No reason to disobey. The words hit harder than anything before. Because now you understand why you hesitated. Why it felt wrong. You had something left. Something they couldn't fully erase. You remembered something, didn't you? He asks. You don't answer. But your eyes shift slightly. That's enough. He nods. It starts like that. A pause. Small flashes, faces, feelings. Your breathing changes slightly. Controlled, but heavier. There was a life before this, he says. A long silence. Then a flicker in. Your mind. A face. Blurred. But real. Close. Important. Gone before you can hold it. Your hand tightens on the table. What was I? You ask quietly. He studies you for a second. Then says someone they couldn't control completely. Silence. Heavy. Real. And for the first time, you're not just running anymore. You're searching for something they tried to erase. Because now it's not just about surviving. It's about remembering. You don't run anymore. Not blindly. Not like prey. Now you move with purpose. The city becomes a map in your head. Safe zones. Blind spots. Surveillance gaps. You don't just avoid the system, you study it. Break it. The man's words echo in your mind. Control the information and you control everything. So that's where you strike. Not with bullets. With truth. You sit in a dark room. Multiple screens in front of you. Different networks. Different access points. You shouldn't be able to get in. But you do. Because they trained you to be perfect. They just didn't expect you to turn around. Files open. Classified operations. Hidden assassinations. Global manipulation. You select one. Upload. Send. For a moment, nothing happens. No alarms. No reaction. Just silence. You lean back slightly. Watching. Waiting. Minutes pass. Still nothing. Then you see it. A small ripple. One platform picks it up. Then another. Then it spreads. Slow at first. Then faster. People start noticing. Questioning. Digging. Your eyes stay locked on the screens. You send another file. Then another. Each one heavier than the last. More dangerous. More real. This time the system reacts. Hard. Access points begin shutting down. Firewalls activate. Tracking protocols engage. They're trying to find you. Too late. You're already moving. You wipe your presence. Erase your trail. Disappear again. But the damage it's done. You step outside. Night air feels different now. Charged. Alive. Somewhere out there people are reading the truth. Seeing what was hidden. For the first time they're asking questions. And that's dangerous. For them. For you. A vibration hits your pocket. You freeze. Slowly pull out the device. No number. No signal trace. Just a message. One line. You've gone too far. You stare at it. Calm. Then another message appears. Now we end this. Your eyes lift, scanning your surroundings. People walking. Cars passing. Everything looks normal. But it's not. Because now they're not just watching. They're coming. You slowly put the device away. You're breathing steady. Mind clear. Because this is what you wanted. Not survival. Not escape. War. A real one. Not hidden. Not controlled. You take a step forward into the crowd. Blending in again. Invisible. But this time you're not their weapon. You're their problem. And somewhere deep down you realize something dangerous. They're not just afraid of what you've done. They're afraid of what you might expose next. You find the location faster than expected. That alone tells you something. They want you here. An abandoned structure on the edge of the city. No guards. No visible security. Too clean. Too open. A trap. You step inside anyway. Because this ends one way or another. The air feels familiar. Cold. Controlled. Silent. Like the place you were made. Lights flicker on as you walk deeper inside. One by one. Guiding you. Pulling you forward. You don't resist. You follow. A long corridor opens ahead. At the end, a single room. Door already open. You enter and stop. He's there. Standing near a wall of screens. The same man. Same suit. Same calm expression. Like nothing ever changed. I knew you'd come, he says. You don't respond. Your weapon is already aimed. Steady. Locked. End it, you say. He doesn't move. Doesn't even look threatened. You still think this is about me? He asks. A small pause. Then he presses a button. The screens behind him light up. Rows of files appear. Hundreds. Then thousands. All labeled the same way units. Codes. No names. Your eyes scan them. Quickly. Each one, just like you. Recovered. Rebuilt. Deployed. Your grip tightens. You're not unique, he continues calmly. Not special. Another screen changes. Live feeds appear. Different cities, different locations. People moving through shadows, executing missions, invisible. While you've been running, he looks directly at you now. The system never stopped. Silence. Heavy. Real. You step forward slightly. Then I'll stop it. He smiles faintly. You can't. A pause. Kill me, and nothing changes. Your finger tightens on the trigger. You're just one piece. Another pause. Then he leans slightly closer. But I can offer you something else. You don't lower the weapon, but you listen, because you need to. Join me, he says. The words hang in the air. Strange. Dangerous. Not as a soldier, a slight pause. As control. Your eyes narrow. He gestures toward the screens. All of this, a breath, could be yours to command. Silence stretches. Your mind races. Everything you've seen, everything you've done, all the lies, all the deaths, and now a choice. Real, heavy, irreversible. You can destroy it, he says quietly, or you can control it. Your grip doesn't move. Your aim stays locked, but inside everything shifts. Because for the first time, you're not being ordered. You're being given power, and that's far more dangerous. The room goes completely still. No alarms, no interruptions. Just you, him, and the decision. Because whatever happens next doesn't just decide your fate. It decides everything. The silence feels heavier than gunfire. Your finger is still on the trigger, steady, unmoving. He doesn't rush you, doesn't plead, just waits. Like he already knows the outcome. Your eyes shift to the screens again. Hundreds of you, or what you were meant to be. All of them controlled, all of them following orders they never questioned. A system built on ghosts, built on people who never existed. Then a flicker in your mind. The cafe, the man's, words. They erase influence, ideas, truth. Another flash. The child laughing. The hesitation. The moment you didn't fire cleanly. Something broke that day. Something they couldn't repair. You lower the weapon slightly. Not fully. Just enough to show uncertainty. He notices immediately. You're hesitating, he says softly. Like it's expected. Like it's already part of the plan. Your voice is low. What happens to them, you ask? He tilts his head. To them, those like me. A pause. Then he answers honestly. They continue. Simple. Cold. No beginning. No end. Just function. Silence. Your grip tightens again. You look at him directly now. For what? He doesn't hesitate. Stability. A long pause. Then you raise the weapon again. Steady. Locked. But something inside you has already decided. Not fully spoken. Not fully understood. Just formed. You built this, you say quietly. He nods once. I maintained it. A breath. Then you step forward. One step. Then another. Close enough now to see his expression clearly. Still calm. Still sure. You think control is peace, you say. He watches you. Unmoving. But for the first time, something behind his eyes shifts. Slight. Uncertain. You raise the weapon fully. Not at his chest. Not his head. At the system behind him. The screens. The control. The source. You were wrong, you say. A pause. Then gunshot. Not at him. At the server wall. Sparks explode. Screens flicker. One by one. The system reacts instantly. Alarm screaming now. Real this time. Not controlled. Chaos begins. He turns sharply. For the first time, he looks unsettled. You just broke everything, he says. You don't answer. Because you already know. This wasn't control. This was prison. You move fast. Upload trigger activated. Every file you saw. Every mission. Every ghost. Broadcast protocol begins. Global leak initiated. He shouts something behind you, but it's already too late. The system is collapsing, and so is everything built on it. You step backward, toward the exit. Not running. Not escaping. Ending. As the room burns behind you in digital collapse, his voice follows you one last time. You don't understand what you've started. You stop at the doorway. Don't turn back. Just speak. Calm. Final. Now neither do you. And you walk out, into silence, into the world. But this time, it's not hidden anymore. It's awake.